Even after the lights have dimmed on the stage at the Titusville Playhouse and all the patrons and actors have gone home for the night, some say the building still isn't empty. According to Playhouse staff, the infamous long corridor backstage was once an alley between two buildings, one being the Playhouse, the other a different kind of playhouse. The story goes that it was in this long corridor that a man killed a lady of the evening who lived in the brothel next door to what was then the Magnolia Theater. Could the spirit of that killer still be roaming that hallway? Cast members have felt chills walking the corridors, and in at least one recent production, an actress was given a hand in a way she wasn't expecting.
We were backstage during the show parade here at the Titusville Playhouse, and we were just talking in the men's dressing room in between a scene, getting ready to go out, and we were she was mid-sentence, and all of a sudden she just stopped cold, and she kind of had this look, and I was like, hey, what's wrong? And she said she felt like someone had grabbed the back of her neck kind of tightly. And I was like, well, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine, but she was visibly shaken. So, I mean, I'm getting chills now talking about it. Like, it was a moment that I really questioned, like, okay, is this going to be a good ghost or a bad ghost that we're dealing with?
Or is the spirit roaming the hallway from a different point in history altogether? Could the Titusville spirit be the victim of a love triangle gone wrong and simply looking for justice?
Well, Titusville Playhouse was built in 1919, right where it is today on the corner of Julia and Paris Streets. And the man who built it, the contractor who built it, was named George Michael. And by the summer of 1923, the gossip in Titusville was that George Michael was having an affair with the wife of Henry Whittaker. Michael was 33 years old, Whittaker was 21, and the rumor was that Michael was having this affair, or at least flirting with Whittaker's wife. Well, of course, that didn't go over too well with Henry Whittaker, and when George Michael was attending a performance there at the Playhouse, he was in the lobby. He had bought his ticket, and he was just about to walk in when Henry Whittaker shot him at close range 4 times. George Michael was able to stagger out to the sidewalk where he collapsed. He was operated on. This was a Friday night. He was operated on Saturday, but he died on Sunday. And as it turns out, Henry Whittaker, shot George Michael in front of all these witnesses. He was, of course, taken to court, but a finding of no true bill was issued in the case of the state of Florida versus Henry Whittaker. So I guess the jury decided that even though it's not in the record, that because this alleged affair had happened, that it was a justifiable homicide. But then again, George Michael got no justice for being killed.
Our team of paranormal searchers pinpointed 2 hotspots in the building, the hallway and the prop room upstairs that was once an apartment. Could our madam from the first story be lingering upstairs?
As they're doing the walkthrough with the managers and the staff, they noticed something out of the corner of their eye into the prop closet. There was a little shadow in there. So they made sure to note that. And as everybody else got there, a few of my investigators were upstairs in the stage room. And they were actually getting yes and no answers with the flashlight, having it flash on and off for yes and no. And they were actually having it roll back and forth. And one of my investigators actually noticed the ball of light float and then zoom away. And they were actually able to get answers out of the spirit box. Spirit box is a little box that scans AM/FM signals, and they can come through the white noise. And they caught 2 clear names, which were Mark and Susie.
You can make this flashlight either turn off or move.
It didn't seem hostile, though. They said they encountered a little girl, and they said there was a man in the alley that they encountered too.
So the next time you feel a chill when you see a show at the Titusville Playhouse, ask yourself,
oh my God,
is it cold?
I got her.
Or is it something else?
Like right behind the couch.